This is Perch Perkins live at the Krusty Krab, where we understand that a local fry cook has just gone nuts. This just in.
Yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. Today we're just going to be doing another week of big news. This week not as big as last week's. If you're interested in my thoughts on most of the reveals for the most recent sets, do check out last week's big news. But I guess without further ado, let's just go through what's been up with JP, what's been up with Global, and at the end of this video, a little update about Entropy Vanguard as a channel and a community. All right, so let's just start off right here with it is Misaki's birthday, and as usual, we get a cake and a banner, I suppose. What else do we get? There was a small change on Spectral Duke. So Spectral Duke used to say limit break 4 once per turn at the end of the battle that this unit attacked the Vanguard, counterblast 2, retire 2, stand it, draw a card, and it loses Twin Drive. Now what it says is same thing, attack a Vanguard, it gets the following ability. So I suppose it's just the wording that changed. It gains the ability to do this when it attacks a Vanguard, but in terms of actual gameplay, I don't think there's a big difference. It's a small text change. I guess it's there to just keep things consistent and clear, which I respect. Other than that, we have the official November calendar. We see that the first half of the month, the first season, is the Blaster Dark Revenger. And there's the HoloLive event that we talked about briefly. Nothing much. But this weekend is the Champions Tournament. So if you do have an invite or multiple invites, in fact, do challenge yourself. Do get those packs. There are rewards for clearing 5 wins in a row, and free packs are good packs. Other than that, we talked about the Granblue event last week, but here we have officially we know what the what some other cards that got released are. One of the cards that we did discuss in the comment section down below was Ice Flow Swordsman Night Snow. And now Night Snow is a really interesting card that I believe did not come out that early in the actual TCG. So it's really refreshing to see them change the release schedule from time to time. This card's skill is Limit Break 4, counterblast 1, retire a rearguard to call this tall card from your drop zone. That unit gets plus 5,000 until end of turn. In the drop zone, if your Vanguard's grade 3, you can Soul Blast 1, counterblast 1 to ride this card. So what this means is you can break ride during the main phase, right? You can break ride during the main phase. See, if your Vanguard is grade 3, which could be the break ride unit, you can Soul Blast 1 and counterblast 1 to superior ride this card. Then when you superior ride it, you can do these kind of shenanigans. You can combo it with Captain Night Mist. If I could find it. If not, then whatever, you can search it up yourself. But you can do some shenanigans, and definitely interesting to see that potential combo in play. Anyways, next card, Strolling Banshee. Now 6k, when placed from drop zone, Soul Blast 1 to draw 1 card. So this is kind of like the superior call Soul Blast 1 draw 1 vanilla or copy that Gold Paladin and some other clans have, but instead of when placed from the deck, it's when placed from drop zone. And so you can then synergize it with cards like Night Snow or other units to, plus, since modern Granblue doesn't really play with the soul that often, I believe. And lastly, the last key card that we have is Freddy the Ghosty. It's the new PG Sentinel. The condition is it's the one where only if you're at lethal will it proc. And an interesting fact is that this card actually came out in a trial deck in the G era. And it wasn't even one of the first ones. It's like the 4th or 5th trial deck, the Granblue trial deck. So this card actually did not appear at all in the TCG when the Break Ride era came out. So that's super interesting. And the art's pretty cool, bouncing off those bullets off it. Super fun. The ghosties are cool. Yeah, so if you're playing JP right now, this event is live, so do roll, play through the event. Of course, even if you're not interested in Granblue, every 5 unique cards you have in one clan nets you, additional packs and tickets and all that good stuff. And even just playing through the event, you'll probably get one normal gacha pack. So definitely doesn't hurt. And new stuff, if you're bored with what you have so far, you can definitely change, try something new, and it's a nice change of pace. So do that. With the commemoration of the Autumn Championships, you will get another event bonus, packs, sleeve, pack. So that's nice. And then lastly, there are some other special tournaments. If you are playing JP, you can check that out. I'm not too familiar with it since I'm not a JP player, but I see that there are restrictions to what lists you're playing. So it's the Black Rings, the set 12 Cup. So you can only play clans from set 12, I believe. So different limitations with different events. So do check that out if you're interested. I think, of course, it's interesting to see all the clans, being represented, but sometimes there could be different types of skill involved when you're playing in the limited event, right? When there's only these 5 clans, how do you, is the strategy slightly different? Like obviously Shadow Paladin might be the best in ladder in JP, according to most people that I've talked to. But what if it's just limited to these clans? Would perhaps Link Joker's effectiveness be higher? I don't know, but we'll see. And let me know down below if you're interested in joining these. Let me know down below if you have any thoughts in these limited clan fights. I know even in global side, with certain tournaments, they limit you to only playing the clans from the new set. So that's it's a slightly different format, and it could be fun. Could be a nice change of pace again. Moving on to the global side, we don't really have much. We have the seasonal event. So it's a dice event. You get the Aishi sleeves, you get the Misaki sleeves. And some people were really disappointed that you can't play, the Misaki sleeve in OTT, for example. But something to note is that, for example, Renskin from Asia Circuit, we didn't used to get to play it in Gold Paladin, but from the latest patch on JP, you can now use that Asia Circuit Renskin on Gold Paladins. So you never know what they're gonna do. If the skin's there anyways, it doesn't hurt to pick it up. And usually if you play through the event, you're gonna get everything anyways. So it honestly doesn't hurt. As long as you just, log in for your stamina, as long as you spend your stamina, do your VP missions and all that, you're good to go. Even if you don't play Genesis, maybe one day you'll play Genesis. So it never hurts. Next up is that with the time, in-game time, they switched to daylight savings. So do keep that in mind. If you are, for myself, I'm in Canada, so my change is that doesn't really affect me. But if you're in Asia, for example, that 1 hour difference could definitely change up how you plan on saving your stamina or logging in. So do remember to note that, and could help. But it's interesting to see that they implemented this, since quite a lot of other gacha games didn't really adapt to the time zone thing. All right, so that is it for global and JP news for this week. So popping right back now for the Entropy news. I think by the upload of this video, we're probably around 430 subscribers, so that is really exciting. For the last few weeks, because I haven't actually rolled the new set, I've been trying to do some different stuff, doing some conceptual videos, doing some live streams. So it's nice to see how people respond to it. At the beginning of this channel, I really did want to bring the strategy element more into the surface. Like, a lot of people recognize that there aren't a lot of resources of people teaching you how to consider things or think through certain plays. I feel like a lot of people have the misconception that there is 100%, the right list or the right play and all that. But you can argue that. Personally, I don't think so. Personally, I feel like everyone has their own play style. Personally, I feel like there is a base, right? A base knowledge of how to think of things. But at the end of the day, you gotta find a way of play that works for you, right? and I found that, like, you know, unfortunately those videos aren't doing as well, and that's to my dismay. I really enjoy trying to explain things, but at the same time I understand that, you know, it sounds really bad, but like some people don't like hearing about this kind of stuff. So you know, perhaps I'm not communicating well enough. There are still some, like, this is definitely one of my weaknesses. I'm not a very confident speaker, so that is something I have to work on. But I'm glad that a lot of people are coming to hang out on the live streams. I'm glad that you know, some things you can't just explain. You know, it's too conceptual. Some things you have to show. And if you watch the last live stream, you know, it's really hard to play when you multitask. But you know, for one game, for example, like, a lot of people are afraid of eradicators, but kind of going through the idea that eradicators don't have self-damagers. Eradicators are really a lot of players are really reliant on break ride for some reason, even though they don't need to. And there's just one fight where I play Shadows, and there's an opponent that's playing a Narukami and Eradicators, and you can just, someone says, you can dissect them, right? You can just peel off their play one by one and destroy them. And you can definitely do that, right? You just don't, it's never a 100% losing matchup, right? Even though Eradicators are a really good deck, there's always a way around different types of problems. Even though, you know, it's a 40% chance, it's still better than 0%. It's still better than 10%. Still better than 20%. There's still a chance to win, and people need to recognize that. Just, you know. So I guess that's it for this video. For my next video, it's going to be the set overview. A lot of people have been asking for it, so here you go. I've been working on it for the last few days, so still fixing some things up here and there. With the Vanguard Vic key not being updated, it definitely hurts. It definitely hurts because I will have to find, you know, go through different videos and more research into finding the, you know, actual list of releases and all that. So it's more troublesome. So unfortunately, you know, I feel like there are less resources dedicated to this game as time progresses. Definitely, there are a lot more content creators, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy Kypris Darkblade. Link in the description down below. I think everyone should go check him out. He does this really amazing animations and visuals, explaining card reveals. So 100% go check him out. And other than that, maybe a live stream next week. Trying to accommodate more for the Asian time zones. So maybe in the evening in Toronto. So that would, you know, mean around the mornings in Asia. So hopefully that works better for everyone. And we'll see how it goes. All right. So thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Bye.